What is happening, my people? Tension is rising across Nigeria, and especially between North and South, after a prominent Northern leader has added his voice to calls for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, you heard right. Someone from the North, long seen as cautious on this matter, is now openly pushing for his release. And that has many asking, what's really going on? Stay with me, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss any of this. Let me take you through what we know so far. This recent development was triggered when Northern elder Mahdi Shehu reportedly joined the chorus, demanding that Kanu be set free. He described Kanu's continued detention as immoral and unjustified. You can see this outcry circulating widely on social media. He is not alone. Other Northern voices are now hinting at a state of injustice, and this is stoking tension. Why does this matter? Because in Nigeria, when leaders from one region speak up about events in another region, especially on such sensitive topics, the reactions are rarely calm. Many in the South, particularly Igbo-speaking areas, are watching to see whether this will become a turning point or backfire. Now, for context, Kanu is the leader of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, a group pushing for the restoration of Biafra. The Nigerian government has labeled IPOB a terrorist organization. Kanu faces serious charges, including terrorism and treason. His trial has been delayed multiple times. He's now before a fourth judge. So, when a Northern leader says, release him, it cuts across the typical sectional lines. It also challenges assumptions that only Igbo leaders or pro-Biafra advocates will fight for him. Let me lay out the possible reasons behind this. Political calculation. Some Northern leaders could see aligning with Kanu's release demands as a way to gain favor or appear more nationalistic, especially if public sentiment is shifting. Legal or human rights concerns. Perhaps they truly believe that holding him indefinitely without verdict is unfair or undermines the rule of law. Pressure or alliances. It is possible they are feeling pressure from civil society groups, from younger generations, or from other power blocs to be more open and less rigid. But, of course, this shift is risky. For many in the South, it may seem late or opportunistic. Some will view it with suspicion. Others will welcome it as a sign of unity, or at least of emerging cross-regional dialogue. Let's imagine the consequences. Could this push the federal government to reconsider Kanu's detention or to expedite his trial? Could it spark backlash protests, counter-protests, social media storm? Could it worsen tension between governors, political parties, and state actors? Already, reactions are coming in. Some southeastern leaders are wary, saying calls for Kanu's release must come from those who understand his struggle, that if Northern voices speak, they must do so carefully and sincerely. Also, there has been another key development. A Nigerian court has ruled that Kanu must face the terrorism charges, rejecting his request for dismissal. That means the case will move on. So even as voices call for his release, the judiciary is pushing ahead. And beyond Nigeria's borders, Simon Ekpa, another figure aligned with IPOB in the diaspora, was sentenced in Finland to 6 years for terrorism-related offenses. That adds an extra layer. Leadership in exile is under pressure, which may influence how strongly people inside Nigeria carry on the fight. Now, I want you to imagine you're in Onitsha, or Aba, or Lagos, or Kano. You see this Northern leader speak out. How do you feel? Does it give you hope or suspicion? Here's what to look out for next. Official response from the presidency or the attorney general. Will they respond or ignore? Statements from other regional leaders. Will more Northerners join in? Will Southern governors push back? Public demonstration or mobilization? Will we see protests, vigils, or social media campaigns intensify? Court movement. Will the judiciary show signs of shifting faster hearings, new rulings? Meanwhile, let me ask you, do you believe that calls from leaders outside the Southeast can help or hinder the cause for justice? Can solidarity across regions alter the outcome? Or is this too political a case? Stay in the comment section, I want to hear your views. Share this video with friends, family, so more people can weigh in. We are watching a possible turning point in Nigeria's politics. A northern leader's voice, calling for the release of Kanu, turns heads. The courtroom is still active. The pressure is rising. If this were a movie, we're now at the climax. What happens next could define the next era in Nigerian politics. So after that strong statement from the northern elder, we started seeing mixed reactions online. On one hand, many Nigerians, especially from the southeast, are saying, at last, someone from the north is speaking the truth. They believe it's a positive step, a sign that people are finally beginning to rise above ethnicity and politics to speak for justice. But on the other hand, some voices from the north are not happy. They believe that Nnamdi Kanu has said and done too much against the Nigerian state, and that calling for his release might embolden separatists. This disagreement is now creating a new tension, not just north versus south, but even among northern elders themselves. Now, let's look at it closely. Why is this moment so important? Because Nigeria has been battling regional distrust for years. North against south, Christians against Muslims, one ethnic group against another. When someone from the north openly says free Kanu, it shakes up that old pattern. It forces everyone to think deeper. Is it time to talk peace instead of punishment? And my people, this is not just about one man. It's about justice, unity, and what it really means to be a Nigerian. Whether you support Kanu or not, the truth is that many Nigerians are tired of endless detention without conclusion. If the law must take its course, let it be fair, let it be transparent. Now, before we go further, please, if you're watching this right now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this platform grow, so we can keep bringing you the real gist and the facts behind the headlines. Back to the matter. You see, the calls for Kanu's release are not new. Ohanaeze, Ndigbo, some Southeast governors, and even human rights groups like Amnesty International have spoken about it before. But what makes this new twist special is the source the voice is coming from, a region people didn't expect. Some analysts are now saying that this could be a quiet political move. Think about it. Nigeria is slowly approaching another election cycle. Politicians might start aligning with public sentiment, trying to win sympathy across regions. For a northern leader to talk about Kanu could be a way to look more nationalistic or appeal to southern voters. At the same time, there's the issue of fairness. Many Nigerians have been asking if people who committed bigger offenses have been granted bail or pardons. Why is Kanu's case still hanging? Some believe the government is afraid that his release could spark renewed agitation in the southeast. But others argue that keeping him detained only fuels resentment and mistrust. Now let's talk about how this situation affects everyday Nigerians. In the southeast, the Monday sit-at-home orders still affect businesses. Even though IPOB leadership has denied enforcing it, fear and uncertainty keep traders indoors. Many people just want normal life to return. So when they hear release Kanu, they connect it to peace and economic stability. In the north, some people are confused about why their leaders would support Kanu's release. For years, the narrative has been that IPOB threatens national unity. So, for a northern elder to come out now, it makes them wonder, is there something happening behind the scenes? Maybe talks we don't know about. Maybe a bigger national reconciliation plan. Whatever it is, the conversation is widening. Religious leaders are also beginning to weigh in, calling for forgiveness, dialogue, and fairness. They say that continued detention can't bring peace. Only justice can. Let's also talk about the federal government's position. So far, there has been no direct response from the presidency regarding this new call. But some government insiders hint that releasing Kanu might not be easy because of court processes, public pressure, and national security concerns. Meanwhile, on social media, especially on X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook, the hashtag number Free Nnamdi Kanu Now is trending again. You see mixed comments there. Some people supporting the northern leader's courage, others warning that this could destabilize the country. Now, when you look at all this together, you'll notice one thing: the country is divided, but people are still talking, and that's something. It means the conversation is not over. So the big question is this: what should happen next? Should the government dialogue with IPOB and settle this politically, or should they continue with the court case until the very end? I want you to tell me in the comment section, what do you think is the best solution? Should Kanu be released as a step toward peace, or should the legal process continue? And please, before you go on, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next update. Because this story is developing fast, and we'll keep bringing you every angle. Now let's move deeper, because the question of Kanu's release is connected to a much bigger issue: national unity and dialogue.